Ever wondered what really stands out to men the first time you're intimate? It's not just about how you look or the moves you make. What happens next might completely change how you think about attraction. Men notice things that go far beyond the surface, and you might be surprised by what actually catches their attention. Let's dive into the 5 things men notice the first time you're together. And trust me, this might be a game changer for how you approach intimacy in the future. When a man first meets you in an intimate setting, there's no denying that physical appearance plays a major role. But it's not just about looking perfect. Men notice the little things, the way you carry yourself, the subtle movements, and even the smallest details of your body language. While your facial features or figure might initially catch his eye, it's often how you move, how comfortable you are in your own skin, and how confident you seem that truly make a lasting impression. First, let's talk about posture. A woman who stands tall, with her shoulders back and head held high, exudes a sense of confidence that automatically attracts attention. When you walk into a room, men notice how your body flows. If you're comfortable and graceful, it creates an aura of self-assuredness. This can be far more captivating than any specific physical feature. For instance, men are more likely to notice a woman who carries herself with poise rather than someone who hunches or fidgets. It's all about projecting an inner sense of comfort and confidence, which in turn makes you more approachable and engaging. Then there's your overall vibe. How do you present yourself? It's about the energy you give off, the way you dress, the way you speak, and even how you make eye contact. Men will notice if you seem self-conscious or uncomfortable with yourself, which can be a turn-off. But when you're at ease, men feel more relaxed around you, and it shows in their body language too. A relaxed, easygoing demeanor creates an inviting atmosphere, making them feel at ease, which is essential for a genuine connection to form. Additionally, the way you move physically can be a huge factor. For example, the way you laugh, smile, or even tilt your head when someone speaks to you can reveal a lot. Subtle movements, like a touch of the hair or a slight lean towards someone, can signal attraction. These tiny gestures create a magnetic pull, often more than any overt actions. Men are paying attention to how these movements align with their own feelings of connection and attraction. But beyond all of this, there's one other key factor: your comfort with your own body. The way you present yourself physically is directly tied to how comfortable you feel in your own skin. If you're confident in who you are and how you look, it will radiate through your actions and presence. This comfort can make a huge difference, as it's far more attractive than any physical trait alone. So remember, confidence, poise, and the way you carry yourself are just as, if not more important than any specific physical feature. When it comes to intimacy, confidence can make all the difference. Men notice this quality almost immediately, and it's often the deciding factor in how they feel about the connection. It's not just about physical appearance. It's the way you carry yourself, your comfort level in the moment, and how confident you are in your skin. Confidence doesn't just attract attention, it also creates an emotional connection, making the entire experience more meaningful. Confidence is magnetic. It's not just about being comfortable in your body, but also in your actions and reactions. A confident woman doesn't shy away from the experience, she embraces it with openness, showing that she's engaged, present, and ready for the moment. This can be especially captivating because confidence signals to a man that you're secure with yourself, and that alone can create a sense of emotional safety in the connection. Men are naturally drawn to women who are emotionally available and comfortable with their desires. When you show that you're not afraid to express yourself or communicate what you want, it fosters trust and intimacy. It's important to note that confidence isn't about being overly bold or brash. It's about finding a balance between being assertive and allowing space for vulnerability. A woman who expresses herself with confidence yet remains gentle and understanding is incredibly attractive because it shows maturity and self-assurance. One of the key aspects of confidence that men notice is how you react in intimate moments. Are you nervous or tense, or are you relaxed and comfortable? The more you let go of anxiety or self-consciousness, the easier it becomes to enjoy the moment, which translates into a much more engaging experience. Men notice when you're comfortable enough to laugh, smile, or express your pleasure naturally. This is often more attractive than any physical appearance because it creates a connection that feels genuine and fulfilling. In contrast, if you come across as uncertain or insecure, it can disrupt the flow of intimacy. Men can sense when someone is not fully present or when there's discomfort in the air. This doesn't mean you have to be completely perfect or without self-doubt, but it's about demonstrating that you're comfortable with who you are and willing to embrace the experience for what it is. Confidence isn't just about how you look or how you act, it's the energy you radiate. When you approach intimacy with confidence, it opens the door for deeper emotional and physical connection, making everything more meaningful and impactful. So the next time you're in an intimate moment, remember, the more confident you are, the more captivating you become. The first touch during intimacy speaks volumes, and it's something men notice almost immediately. From the moment your skin meets theirs, a lot is being communicated beyond the physical. The way you initiate touch, the type of touch, and even the comfort level you show can have a profound impact on how the interaction unfolds. It's often said that actions speak louder than words, and when it comes to intimacy, touch is one of the most powerful ways to express attraction, desire, and emotional connection. For men, the first touch is a moment of vulnerability and anticipation. It's often the first opportunity to gauge physical chemistry and comfort. A simple touch, whether it's a light brush of the hand or a more deliberate embrace, can signal openness and willingness. The initial moment of contact can either build a connection or create tension, depending on how it's handled. The key here is to let your touch feel natural and not forced. When the touch is genuine, it immediately puts both partners at ease, creating an environment where the intimacy can flourish. Men also notice the way you react to their touch. Are you responsive? Do you pull away or do you lean in? The way you react to their advances speaks volumes about your emotional and physical comfort. A man may feel more confident in the moment if he perceives that you're enjoying the touch and are comfortable with it. On the other hand, if you seem hesitant or uncomfortable, it could make the situation feel awkward and less engaging. The type of touch also plays a role. Soft, gentle touches can create an atmosphere of tenderness and affection, which many men find deeply attractive. On the flip side, a more assertive or passionate touch can signal desire and intensity, often heightening the experience for both partners. Men are keen to notice whether the touch is mutual or if one partner is more engaged than the other. A shared sense of responsiveness to touch can make the experience feel more intimate and connected. Comfort with touch can also reflect emotional readiness. When a woman is relaxed and comfortable with herself, she's more likely to engage in touch that feels sincere and genuine. Men pick up on this comfort level. They'll notice if you are comfortable touching or being touched, and this can enhance the emotional and physical bond between you both. If a woman is tense or standoffish, it might make the man feel uncertain or unsure, which could affect the overall experience. Ultimately, the first touch sets the tone for the entire intimate experience. It's not just about the physical connection, it's about the emotions and comfort conveyed through touch. A thoughtful, relaxed approach can create a memorable and meaningful connection that goes beyond just the physical. Men notice this instantly and often carry it with them throughout the experience. So let the first touch be genuine, comfortable, and confident, and watch how it changes the entire dynamic. Eye contact is one of the most subtle yet powerful ways to connect during intimacy. It may seem like a small detail, but men notice it instantly, and it can speak volumes about attraction, comfort, and emotional connection. The eyes are often called windows to the soul, and this couldn't be more true when it comes to intimacy. The way you use eye contact can intensify the experience, creating a deeper connection and even sparking more chemistry between you and your partner. When you lock eyes with someone, it immediately establishes a bond, one that can't easily be ignored. Men notice how intense or soft your gaze is, as well as how comfortable you are maintaining eye contact. For many, eye contact shows trust and emotional vulnerability. If you're making eye contact in an intimate setting, it can signal that you're fully present and emotionally engaged, not just physically but mentally as well. It can make the experience feel more personal, more connected, and more meaningful. One of the most significant aspects of eye contact in intimacy is how it can express desire. A glance or a lingering stare can signal attraction without any words being spoken. Men are often drawn to a woman's eyes because they can read emotions in them more easily than they can from other parts of the body. If your eyes are filled with interest or passion, it can increase his feelings of desire and connection. In contrast, avoiding eye contact or quickly looking away may give the impression of discomfort or disinterest, which could affect the mood of the moment. In addition to expressing desire, eye contact can also communicate confidence. Men notice if you're confident enough to look them in the eyes, especially in moments of intimacy. A woman who holds strong, steady eye contact can make the experience feel more intense and can show that she's comfortable and in control. Confidence through eye contact often increases attraction because it shows self-assuredness. It's a small but powerful gesture that communicates so much without any words being exchanged. Moreover, eye contact can create an unspoken rhythm between partners. Men notice when eye contact flows naturally, when it's not forced, and when it enhances the connection. The way your eyes meet, shift, or linger can subtly guide the pace of the intimacy, indicating a level of comfort and emotional synchronicity. It's not just about locking eyes, it's about the timing, the gaze, and how you allow it to build throughout the experience. In moments of intimacy, eye contact becomes more than just a gesture. It becomes a tool for deepening emotional and physical connection. For men, the way you use your eyes during these moments can leave a lasting impact, creating a sense of closeness that goes beyond just the physical. So next time you're in an intimate moment, remember, the way you look at someone can have just as much of an effect as the touch or words you share. While physical attraction plays a key role in the first moments of intimacy, it's often the emotional connection that truly seals the deal. Men notice when an emotional bond begins to form. Even from the very first intimate encounter, the ability to connect on a deeper, more meaningful level can make the difference between a fleeting experience and something much more significant. This emotional connection goes beyond just the physical and creates an intimacy that is lasting and impactful. The way you engage emotionally in those first moments speaks volumes about your comfort and openness. Men notice if you're emotionally present, if you're really connecting, or just going through the motions. Are you open to the experience? Do you seem genuinely engaged, or are you distracted and distant? The emotional connection that forms when you're present in the moment is what allows intimacy to evolve into something more profound. Men often value this emotional bond because it adds a layer of depth to the physical experience, making it feel more special and significant. One of the key aspects men notice is how emotionally responsive you are. Are you sharing your feelings or desires, or are you holding back? Men are naturally drawn to women who are willing to be vulnerable, as it creates a sense of trust and safety. When a woman opens up emotionally, even in small ways, it makes the experience feel real and intimate. It's not just about physical pleasure, it's about sharing a deeper connection that creates emotional satisfaction. For men, emotional vulnerability can be incredibly attractive because it shows a level of emotional maturity and openness that enhances the overall experience. Another important factor is the level of trust that forms in those initial moments. Emotional connection is built on trust, and men notice how easily or naturally that trust is established. Are you comfortable enough to be emotionally vulnerable, or are you holding back? When men feel that emotional trust, they are more likely to be fully present, relaxed, and engaged, making the experience richer for both parties. This trust enables both partners to be more emotionally and physically present, leading to a deeper connection. In addition, emotional connection often creates a more relaxed atmosphere, allowing the physical aspects of intimacy to unfold naturally. When the emotional connection is strong, men feel more secure and comfortable, which leads to a more relaxed and enjoyable experience. This connection fosters a sense of safety, where both partners can express themselves freely, leading to a more fulfilling and satisfying experience overall. Ultimately, men notice when the emotional connection is strong during intimacy. It's what takes the experience from being a simple physical encounter to something that feels deeper, more personal, and more connected. Emotional engagement is what transforms intimacy into a meaningful experience that leaves a lasting impact. So when you're intimate, remember that emotional connection isn't just a nice bonus, it's what makes the experience truly unforgettable. While touch, eye contact, and emotional connection are essential in intimacy, communication, both verbal and non-verbal, is often what truly deepens the experience. Men notice how you communicate during intimate moments, and it can influence the connection more than you might think. The way you speak, the words you use, and how you respond to your partner all contribute to the overall dynamics of the moment. Communication, in all its forms, can create a deeper bond and make the experience more meaningful. First, let's focus on the power of verbal cues. Men notice when you communicate openly, whether it's through expressing desires, sharing compliments, or voicing your pleasure. The words you choose, whether they're playful, encouraging, or passionate, can set the tone and increase the connection. Compliments, for example, can go a long way. A simple acknowledgement of how much you enjoy the moment can not only reassure him, but also intensify the experience for both of you. Positive affirmations and encouragement during intimacy create a sense of satisfaction and emotional validation. For men, hearing that they are appreciated, desired, or making you feel good can create a deeper emotional connection, making the experience feel more rewarding. Another important aspect of communication during intimacy is verbal feedback. Men pay attention to how you react to what they're doing. Are you responding with pleasure or silence? Your verbal cues, whether they are moans, sighs, or soft words, give him feedback on what you like and what feels good. This communication helps guide the interaction, ensuring that both partners are enjoying themselves. For men, this kind of verbal feedback not only enhances their experience, but also builds a sense of closeness and trust, as they can see that they're fulfilling your needs. On the other hand, men also notice when there is a lack of communication. Silence can be a double-edged sword. While some moments of silence can create mystery or tension, too much silence, or worse, disinterest, can signal discomfort or a lack of connection. When there is a lack of verbal or emotional communication, the intimacy can feel disconnected or robotic. In contrast, when communication flows smoothly, whether through words or sounds, it creates an environment where both partners feel understood, valued, and present. Nonverbal communication is also an important factor in how men experience intimacy. Body language, facial expressions, and even your breathing patterns speak volumes. Men are highly attuned to the small nonverbal cues that indicate comfort or discomfort. A smile, a relaxed posture, or a gentle touch can communicate just as much as any spoken word. The way you position yourself, your willingness to be close, and how you react to touch all convey signals that can deepen the bond. Effective communication, whether verbal or nonverbal, creates a space where intimacy becomes more than just a physical experience. Men notice when the communication is open, engaging, and reciprocal. It's the back and forth exchange of desires, comfort, and pleasure that fosters a sense of connection, creating a fulfilling and emotionally satisfying experience for both partners. So, the next time you're with someone, remember that clear and confident communication can be just as important as any physical gesture. In the end, the first time you're intimate with someone is a unique and often transformative experience. While many factors play into how men perceive the moment, there are 5 key elements that stand out: physical appearance, confidence, touch, eye contact, and emotional connection. These aspects work together to create a lasting impression, building a bond that goes beyond the surface. But it's the blend of all these factors that ultimately defines the level of connection and intimacy felt by both partners. Physical appearance may be the first thing noticed, but it's your body language and how you carry yourself that truly captures attention. Men notice the little details, the way you move, how you present yourself, and whether or not you exude confidence. Confidence, in turn, is one of the most attractive traits. It's not about being flawless or perfect. It's about embracing yourself and being comfortable in your own skin. Confidence allows you to engage fully in the experience, and it creates a relaxed, inviting atmosphere for both partners. It opens the door to deeper emotional and physical connection. Touch is another vital aspect that can make or break the experience. The first touch, whether gentle or assertive, is a chance to establish comfort and chemistry. Men notice how responsive you are, how at ease you seem with touch, and how it guides the energy of the moment. The right touch can create a sense of intimacy and warmth, setting the tone for the entire experience. But even beyond physical touch, eye contact plays a pivotal role in connection. It's a subtle yet powerful way to communicate attraction, trust, and emotional availability. Holding eye contact signals that you're fully present, engaged, and emotionally connected. Then, there's emotional connection, which often makes the experience feel meaningful and lasting. Men notice when you're emotionally available, when you're present and open, and when the connection extends beyond just physical attraction. Emotional vulnerability in intimate moments is incredibly attractive as it fosters trust, understanding, and closeness. It's this emotional bond that makes intimacy feel real, allowing both partners to feel truly connected both physically and emotionally. In the final analysis, men are drawn to a combination of physical attraction, emotional depth, and clear, confident communication. It's the mix of these factors that creates a dynamic, engaging, and truly intimate experience. Each element plays a crucial role in making the connection stronger, but it's how they all come together that makes the encounter unforgettable. So whether it's your touch, the way you communicate, or the emotional connection you build, remember, intimacy is about more than just the physical. It's about creating a genuine bond that leaves a lasting impact. Understanding these 5 key things men notice can change the way you approach intimacy and your relationships. By focusing on confidence, connection, and communication, you can create experiences that are more meaningful, satisfying, and memorable. So next time you're with someone, think about how each of these elements plays a role in shaping the connection. What will you do differently to create a deeper bond and make your intimacy even more memorable?